This little AI pendant can actually record all your meetings and summarize them. This is a AI pendant which uses ESP32 S3 Sense, and it has a button and a battery. It just needs a small SD card, and when you press the button, it actually records all your meetings. All the meetings are actually recorded and sent to 11 Lab, which converts multiple voices, and it actually divides each audio file into multiple segments and then uploads them to 11 Labs to convert it. It also transcribes all your meetings, and it has a web panel wherein you can actually chat with it, and it gives you summary of the meeting. So let's create this AI pendant and let's see how it actually works. This pendant is really good, and to be honest, it is hell cheap to make, and the best part is it records all your meetings, keeps it in audio file so you can come back and summarize them. You can use features like ChatGPT to ask it questions, and it actually works around with it. So let's see how it actually works. So I just came across this video, and once I went there and bought the whole product. The reason for buying it is because they come pre-installed with the firmware and everything is soldered, and the best part is they also provide a 3D case for it. But we are going to upgrade it and take it to the next level. It actually has a SD card and a button and power on off button with a battery and ESP32 S3 Sense. So as you can see, they also have a web flasher which can be used to flash the firmware and reset all the settings. So once I got the product, I basically connected it to my computer and the flashing began. So on the flasher, I just connected the device, and you can see three options. I can erase the whole firmware and install it. But in this video, we are going to take it to the next level. We are going to modify few things over here. I need something that is completely offline because most of my meetings are confidential and everyone has that issue. So uploading the audio to 11 Labs was not enough for me. So I needed to transcribe and work on the backend, and I also need to change the UI a bit so that the audio files can be heard again. So what I did is I first tested the firmware. I downloaded the whole firmware which is available on GitHub. It actually creates a hotspot for you, which basically works as a web UI or a web server where you can log in and add your API key. The other issue that I had with it is it uses OpenAI, which is again something third party. But there is nothing that can be done for that. But yes, if you want to change the model, I would suggest to use OpenRouter API and then switch the models directly inside the web panel. The hotspot that it creates has a password of recorder123, and once you connect it, you have an offline web server. So I just use ChatGPT. You don't need to understand or learn programming for it or even hardware programming. This guy has put a lot of efforts into it, but to be honest, in the world of AI, it is something that only a prompt can do. So I just uploaded the whole code and asked the AI to make the changes that I wanted, like to convert the API to no cost API, since 11 Labs takes a lot of money, and even $1 is something that I would rather save than investing. I also asked it to add a button that can locally summarize and transcribe the same. So it created the same and added a button. I also made some changes in the pin diagram, and instead of the web flasher, I told it to use the Arduino IDE. So Arduino IDE basically allows you to flash the ESP32. I also made some improvements in it. You can get the whole code on his GitHub, but the best part is you can customize it. So I just downloaded it And if we talk about the features, he has really done it well. It just uses a normal ESP32 S3 and the onboard microphone. It transcribes the AI and it uses and summarizes the same. It uploads it to 11 Lab Scribe, which basically handles multiple recording and multiple people. It has an option for unlimited duration of meetings, so each audio file is converted into 25 KB segments, which are later on uploaded. It also regenerates a summary, and you can chat with your meetings and ask questions. It is plug and play and comes with a battery, and the best part is it has a dashboard that creates a hotspot, so you can use it on your phone as well. And the other claim that it is on your SD card is something that I don't agree. And it has a battery which lasts for day. So the hardware part is really good, but I thought I need to make some changes with the software part. It also has a factory reset option. And if we talk about the hardware, it is using speed Xiaomi S3 Sense, ESP32 Sense. It uses a SD card reader, a button, and one more button for turning it on and off. It also uses a battery. So let's go to Circuit Designer, which is another program for hardware AI. And I personally think that he invested a lot of efforts in it, which could have been smartly saved by just entering two prompts, one prompt for the hardware and the second prompt for the software part. So let's just create it. I used Circuit Designer to design the circuit, which basically has all the circuits and all the parts that you need. So just place everything properly. I have also added the circuit diagram that was given by ChatGPT. The Circuit Designer website has its own AI model which allows you to create project and the code at the same time. I have a separate series on ESP32 which allows you to learn ESP32. So this is the schematic that was given by ChatGPT for the code that it had made. Rather than first creating a hardware, I first created the software so that we know the pin diagram and what components can be used for the hardware. In his video, he created the hardware first and then created the software which was flashed on the hardware. But usually you first have to add the features and create the software, and depending on the software you can work on the hardware part. So I created the software part first, and again for both the segments I used non-technical prompts and AI engine to create it automatically. With just two prompts I got the hardware schematic as well as the software. So what I did is I basically added everything and used the pin diagram shown and then flashed the firmware. The original firmware was created by him, but ChatGPT can do the whole firmware for you. A SD card reader is used to save the WAV file and later on transcribe it and use the engine. If I wanted to make and add more features like offline transcribing, but yes, that would require a better hardware, and for that you might need to change the board, because offline transcribing requires an LLM model and it won't be as accurate as the 11 lab or any other API, because obviously they have better hardware and the API basically sends it to the server, which can further enhance the quality. The features were quite good because it does the sampling on the audio, and if the audio is not clear you can work around. To be honest, I would rather buy the same part that was given because he has already created a 3D case and the hardware is pre-soldered. I will add all the links in the description with the schematic and the features that it had provided and the original video as well, wherein he had done the previous setting. The version 2 is actually better, to be honest, and I would suggest him to work on the features that I asked for, because that solves a lot of problem in case if you are in a confidential meeting. So again, this was the AI pin and it works really well. The original version also works better, but we have few features that I would personally request him to add. The ones changes that I had done also worked well, but yes, adding a local LLM model and then transcribing and using the same to convert the speech to text and text to speech would be a better option. So I guess that's all for this video. In case if you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Again, it's me Priyank. Thanks for watching.